September 2022. I remember this night very clearly. It was late, I was lying on my bed, phone in my hand, scrolling endlessly like I did every single day. Instagram, memes, reels, random videos, nothing new, nothing meaningful. I wasn't happy, but I also wasn't doing anything to change it. I was just existing. Then I opened Reddit. I don't even remember what subreddit it was, but I remember the post. Someone was talking about a YouTuber named Hamza. They were talking about things like meditation, getting rid of depression, stopping procrastination, discipline, masculinity, self improvement. And at that time, these ideas were starting to blow up. Everyone was talking about improving their life, quitting bad habits, becoming disciplined. Something about that post hit me. So I searched his name on YouTube. That was the moment everything changed. I clicked one video, then another, and suddenly it felt like someone was saying the things I already knew deep down but didn't want to hear. That my life wasn't bad because of luck, that I wasn't stuck because of circumstances, that I was stuck because of my habits. I got locked in, not motivated for one day, not inspired for a week, I mean locked in. Within weeks, I deleted all my social media, Instagram, Snapchat, everything. I realized how much time and energy it was stealing from me. My attention was gone, my focus was gone, my confidence was gone. I started working out, I started meditating, I created a personal routine and actually followed it. And I followed almost everything Hamza talked about: discipline, dopamine control, masculine energy, delayed gratification, becoming someone I could respect. By mid 2023, I opened an X profile again, but this time it was different. I wasn't doom scrolling, I wasn't consuming trash, I only used YouTube as social media, education, self improvement, growth. That version of me, the one scrolling at night in September 2022, would not recognize me who I am now. And that's why I'm making this video. Because if you are watching this, there's a high chance you are where I was back then. Confused, unfocused, procrastinating, feeling like you're capable of more but not living up to it. So let me tell you something straight. Self-improvement is not a trend, it's a way out. Self-improvement isn't about becoming perfect, it's all becoming intentional. Before self-improvement, my days controlled me. Now, I control my days. You start waking up with purpose, you stop reacting to everything around you. Your mind becomes quieter, sharper, stronger. When you work out, you are not just building muscles, you are building self-respect. When you meditate, you are not just calming your mind, you are learning control. When you stop procrastinating, you realize how powerful focused effort really is. Self-improvement gives you clarity. You stop asking, why am I depressed? Why am I lazy? Why can't I focus? And you start asking, what should I do today to move forward? How do I become better than yesterday? What kind of man do I want to be? Let me talk about the real benefits. Your attention becomes a weapon. You can sit down and work for hours. No constant urge to check your phone, no mental noise. You stop living randomly. Your days have structure, your actions have meaning, you know why you wake up. Not fake confidence, real confidence. The kind that comes from keeping promises to yourself. Life doesn't suddenly get easier. You get stronger. Problems don't break you anymore. You don't rely on motivation. You do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. And most importantly, you look in the mirror and I know you're trying. And that changes everything. If you are stuck right now, listen to me carefully. You don't need to change your life overnight. Start small. Fix your sleep, go to the gym, meditate for 5 minutes, delete the apps that waste your life, build a simple routine, and follow it. Let me break down the actual things that changed my life, not in a motivational quote way, but in a real day-to-day way. Meditation was the first thing I thought was useless. I used to think, how is sitting and reading going to fix my life? But meditation isn't about feeling calm. It's about learning how your mind works. When you meditate, you start noticing your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. You realize how often your mind jumps to negativity, distraction, fear, or comfort. Before meditation, my thoughts control me. After meditation, I could pause. And that pause is powerful. That pause is what lets you stop scrolling. That pause is what lets you get up and work out. That pause is what lets you choose discipline over comfort. 5 minutes a day turned into 10. 10 turned into 20. And slowly my mind became quieter, clearer, and sharper. Journaling is criminally underrated. Most people don't know what they are thinking. They just feel overwhelmed. When you write, you force clarity. I started journaling about what I did wrong today, what I did right, what I am avoiding, what I actually want out of life. And here's the scary part. When it's written down, you can't lie to yourself anymore. You see your excuses, you see your patterns, you see what's holding you back. Journaling turns confusion into direction. And once you have direction, discipline becomes easier. Deleting social media was the hardest and most important decision I made. Social media doesn't just waste time. It steals your attention, confidence, and ambition. You compare your life to fake highlights, your dopamine is failed, your focus is destroyed. Once I deleted it, something weird happened. Time slowed down. Suddenly, I had hours. Suddenly, boredom came back, and boredom forces growth. When you are bored, you think. When you think, you plan. When you plan, you act. I didn't quit social media forever. I quit using it mindlessly. That's why I only kept YouTube, because I used it intentionally to learn, to grow, to improve. Reading replaced scrolling. Instead of consuming garbage, I started consuming ideas. Books teach you how people think, how successful people make decisions, how discipline is built over time. Reading forces patience, focus, stillness. And the more you read, the more you realize how small your problems actually are. You stop feeling lost because you are constantly learning. Here's the biggest change self-improvement gave me. It wasn't motivation. It was identity. I stopped asking, what should I do? And started asking, what would a disciplined person do? A disciplined person works out, a disciplined person meditates, a disciplined person reads. A disciplined person doesn't waste hours scrolling. When you change your identity, habits follow automatically. Let me be honest with you. Self-improvement is lonely. When you stop partying, people question you. When you stop scrolling, people think you are weird. When you start focusing, people don't understand. But loneliness is temporary. Regret is permanent. Every rep in the gym, every page read, every day you show up when you don't feel like it, it compounds. If you don't see results in a week, you see them in months and years. If you feel behind in life, good. That means you are aware. Most people never wake up. You don't need talent, you don't need money, you don't need motivation. You need structure, discipline, and patience. Start today. Meditate, journal, read, train your body, protect your attention. Because attention is your most valuable asset. And once you control your attention, you control your life. That moment in September 2022 changed my life because I decided to stop running from comfort. And if this video reaches even one person who decides to take control of their life, then it's worth it. Let us join hands to make the world a better place for the world.